Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. So today I'm basically just going to be playing a parkour map, something like HBK if you know what that is and you're a parkour nerd. But I'm basically just going to prove that I'm good at parkour. And I will be continuing the Skyblock series, but my editor kind of quit because he's bald. So I'm gonna have to either find a new editor or edit myself. So yeah, I guess I'll see you when I get to the game. But if you want to play the same map as me, or that I play in this video, you can go to Hypixel, go to the game Housing, which is right here, and do /visit Crossneo, which is this guy right here. And it's a really good and fun housing that teaches you the basics of parkour. Alright, and I am here now at the housing. This is it. And basically what you do is you just go to the menu, and then there's a bunch of different difficulties. I've only made the difficulty 5, but there are 10 in total. Or 9 actually. And yeah, I guess I'll just start with difficulty 1, which obviously I've done multiple times. It's just a simple, if I can actually, okay, it's just a simple 4-block jump, so easy. Next jump, the 1-block Neo. Now we've got a diagonal Neo. Yeah, I don't know how to say that, but most of these beginner jumps are pretty easy, so I can mostly just speedrun through them. I'm gonna turn on commands because, well, the thing I just did here, if I go back to it, this is called jam. This is where you press W and space at the same time and hold it. So if you look at my keys up here, I don't have a key for space, but all I have to do is just push it at the same time and hold it, and it's pretty good, and you can easily make this 4-block plus 0.5. Pretty easy. Now we've got ticks. This is called HH, or head hitter timing. It's where you press W and then 1 tick later, and a tick is like 20 ticks equals 1 second. So HH would be press W for 1 tick. It seems hard to time, but it's really not. It's just press W and then press space immediately after, instantly after. And that's HH. This, and now we have to do a bit more timing, but this is what 4 or 5 ticks looks like. That was 5 ticks. Got some easy jumps here. And now we've got, this is 2 ticks. Pretty easy. See, we're on this trapdoor, and we can just do 2 ticks, and it's pretty easy. Got a double Neo. It's getting harder. And I actually failed. That's kind of funny. But yeah, that's the first difficulty done. I'll probably be able to do all of difficulty 4. And because it's just easy. That was a 3-block Neo. All you had to do was just HH and then hold space as well. And then turn in towards the jump afterwards. This is a little difficult. If you want to see how you can do the jumps, they gives you a message in chat. So basically, you turn sprint off. See up here, I have a sprint thing telling me it's when it's on and off. And you basically just walk without sprint for 1 tick, and then you turn it back on and jump. So like this. I did fail it once, but it's not hard. It's a little hard for beginners, but now we have to HH, and double jam is There's double jam, triple jam, and it sounds weird, but it's just, I mean, you HH and then you just tap space twice. Well, once, actually. You HH and then tap it once again. And that's double jam. It's double jam is more of just like, I don't know why it says jam, because that's HH and then you just tap space, but it's where you jam and then you get the point. This is a 2-block diagonal Neo. Diagonal Neo? I don't know. But if you want to play like most of these jumps and actually do a lot more, then you can go to a server called HBK. Just look up the server IP and it's pretty easy to get to. This is called FMM, or force momentum. It's just you jam without sprinting, and in mid-air or quite fast is better. And you jam without sprint and immediately turn sprint back on and jump like this. It's not hard, but yeah, that's pain up. It's pain. I don't like those. And that is a more difficult version of pain up. Most of these jumps are pretty easy in the beginning area, but this is double jam. You jam and then tap it again. That's double jam. Okay, this is called water blip. Basically, hold W, and when you're at the peak of the water, you can go to the wall and do a blip kind of thing, and it gets you a lot farther. This is a 5-block jump, which we can do pretty easily because it's not hard. And that was difficulty 2. So now we just go to difficulty 3. This is called C4.5. This is just difficulty 3. It's pretty easy, but basically it's FMM, but like you jump or you turn sprint back on after 4 ticks, and then you run 1 tick, and then you jump. It's a little complicated, but eventually, after you memorize ticks, it gets pretty easy. I kind of messed up there, but this is called backwards momentum. It's where you jam backwards, run 1 tick, and jam forward. But you have to actually get to that forward, you have to go to the edge and shift and tap S once, and then you can do the whole backwards momentum thing. Now we've got a triple jam, which is pretty easy. And this jump is a little bit harder, which I don't like, but it's still pretty easy. I definitely recommend getting on this house and doing it, or just going to HBK, because this is basically just a remake and it has all the jumps from HBK. Here we have to triple jam and start holding A on the last jump. This is called a blip, where I can just jam backward and start running again and go up here. This is called burst. Now, not sure what just happened there, but this is burst. It's where you go to the edge and then you let go of shift and then you jump. It's not hard, but a lot of people don't understand it. I will say most of these jumps, a lot of them are only possible on the version of 1.8, which is where everybody plays parkour, so yeah. Be on 1.8 if you're not bald. Anyways, now I just have to do 1 BMM, or not 1 BMM, backwards momentum, but do it here. Okay. Now I can walk 2 ticks with S and jam forward. And that's difficulty 3. Now we've got difficulty 4. This is a 45 strafe. It's pretty easy. You just jump and then turn to 45 degrees, which you see here. If you just turn to 45 or anywhere near that, really, it works. You have to, you know, when you jump, you want to do it like 2 ticks after you jump, I think, somewhere around that. And then while you turn to 45, you want to also start holding A, and that'll do it. I think this is pretty easy. Yeah. It looks hard. It looks really hard, but it's not that bad. I mean, you can read this if you want, but it's a lot of stuff to read. So, anyways, now we've got Rex backwards momentum, which is just a 1B or backwards momentum, but without a 3-block ceiling. And you can read all this if you want, but basically you just jam backwards, but you jam forward again with WA and let go of A 1 tick after. That's cobble wall to cobble wall Neo. There we go. Okay. I probably won't I probably won't skip until I'm actually in D5s, because D5s will take me a while. Anyways, this is a triple jam with a 45 straight, which is surprisingly not as hard as it looks. I've gotten pretty good at 45s, but they are a little hard. For this jump, I'm actually gonna go to the other side. The left side. Because it's easier for me that way. We've got this jump, which is basically just a butterfly Neo, but you go to a slab instead. Nice. Okay. This is a double blip, which is basically just the blip from before, except you go backwards twice. But it's definitely not that hard. Now this one's a little weird, but still not that hard. And now we get to do some D5s. I'm not going to do all of them because I've not even completed them all, but I will do a good amount of them. This is just Rex with a 45, which I can do. Oh yeah, and if you guys want to know how to set up Rex, I can show you real quick. Basically, you just go to the edge of the block, do 1 shift tap S, jump with shift, and tap S barely. It looks like you don't move, but you do. This is Waza ladder, but you can see there's 1 less ladder. However, this isn't that hard, so this is just walking back 7 ticks, which isn't that hard to time, and then you just jam forward and 45 strafe. Easy. This is pain to pain, but with ender chests. This one I'm pretty good at, so yeah, pretty easy. For me at least. I know a lot of people have problems with that, but I don't know how. This isn't that hard. Easy. And I can't do that one, and I don't want to do some of these jumps again. I did about 50 or more jumps, I think like 52 total. I don't know, you can count if you want. But I think that's probably where I'm going to end it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you when I make another Skyblock video, or if I get bored of that and want to make some other type of video. Alright, see you later.